Hi, I'm Mark and welcome to Mark, my astrology channel. If you're a subscriber, then thank you very much. If not, I'd appreciate if you wouldn't mind hitting the button at the end of the video. Start the month with a new moon. The new moon's in Aries, your sign, and in the first house. Now this is the start of the astrological year. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's also the beginning of spring. So it's time to get to grips now with what you want to achieve. Bring on new things, new ideas, be inventive, be spontaneous, improve your Aries individuality. You're also in the first house is about reinventing yourself in some way. Maybe looking at your past failures and then reinventing yourself to be more successful and to achieve more easily. Now with the new moon, we also have a conjunction from Chiron and Mercury. Now this influence lasts for 2 weeks, don't forget, until the full moon. So this new moon with Chiron will allow you to really move forward with impetus, because Chiron's going to help you, spur you on to overcome your past hurts or wounds, failures, so that you can now be more successful. Now the other thing, Mercury is going to give you communication skills. For the next couple of weeks you'll be able to interact with people very well, and you'll have a great intuition to know what people are expecting of you, and this can help you in a great way as well. We have two other planets providing aspects on the first, which will also help with this new moon. The first one's Saturn. Now, Saturn is square to the moon's nose. Now we know when the moon's nodes are connected by a planet that doorways can open, things can happen, fated things, events that will help you to move forward. Now with Saturn in this position, squaring the nose, it will help you to work within the limitations that are there. It will help you to overcome any adversity and use your resources wisely. The idea is not to go too fast, to take things slowly, to plan well. Saturn in your 11th house is about your future. Plan for your future now. And with the nodes in the money houses, it's time to look at finances and see where you can work within the framework that you have already. Now, Saturn also makes a conjunction with Juno. Now, Juno is about commitment. So this is a good time to commit to your future. This is the 11th house. Also, it may be time to commit to some group endeavour that will benefit you as well. And friends, colleagues can be very useful as well. But it's certainly a very good time to make a firm commitment to your future. Then the other planet is Neptune. Now, this is a totally different ballgame because Neptune's in the 12th house. Neptune's making a sextile to the moon's north node. So this is more about the spiritual side of things. This is a time when you can maybe tap into your intuitive spiritual side, and you can really make yourself much stronger mentally, emotionally and spiritually with this aspect, and this will help you also to open doors for the future. And it could be that you encounter someone, a guru or a religious leader or someone who's very spiritual, that helps to guide you on a new path. We just spoke about the Saturn aspect with the moon's nose. This lasts for 19 days, nearly 3 weeks. There's plenty of time to work with this. But on the 4th we have a little bit of a setback because Mars conjunct Saturn and also makes a T-square with the moon's nose. So this will cause some frustration, some irritation, because the Mars energy will be held back and limited by Saturn. But there's a good reason for this, because it's not a time to push forward too quickly. And Mars, your ruler, will want to do it as quick as possible. So this, in a way, is a good thing because it will mellow things down and stop you from going too fast too quickly. But we also have another good advantage on the 4th, and that's Jupiter making a sextile to the moon's north node, just as Neptune did. Now this aspect lasts for 8 days, and this will help to overcome the limitations and frustrations that are happening. So this can be offset. This will allow you to go forward with the help of others. And this is very good because it's also Jupiter is the bringer of expansion, of growth. So this will help you to integrate this into the Saturn organisation. Also on the 4th we have Venus making an aspect to the Black Moon. Now this will help you to be yourself, and you won't have any problems dealing with people at all, because you will feel that you are very genuine and you'll be able to express yourself as you should. On the 7th we have the biggest and major aspect of the year. This is the coming together of Jupiter and Neptune. Now this is happening in Pisces, and they both have a strong connection with Pisces. Now this is happening in your 12th house, so this will happen almost unannounced. You may not even realise it's happening, but your imagination will be fired up unconsciously. You might find that there's a lot of activity going on at night when you're trying to sleep. You may be dreaming a lot. You may have things that are coming through the unconscious, and it will certainly be very active. Now, if you work in a creative industry, this is going to fire up your imagination. This will be very inventive and creative. There's a lot of people born under this aspect. The last time it happened in Pisces was 1856, and we had 4 Nobel Prize winners born that year. We had George Bernard Shaw, Sigmund Freud, Tulsa, Woodrow Wilson, many people born under this influence that had a change in the way that things happened in our world. Now, also the blues music was born under this last aspect, so there'll be cultural changes in music, drama, TV, film, everything will have a change. Now, the other thing that we will find that is that there's a great boost of spiritual energy. This is not a materialistic aspect. This is a very much a spiritual and a worldwide consciousness will start to evolve from this, and hopefully will bring forward a quiet revolution. It's not like the conjunctions of the other outer planets that happened over the last couple of years. This one will be a cultural and a quiet revolution. The Jupiter-Neptune precisenesses will last for 11 days, although the influence will last for a lot of the year. But coming back down to Earth, Mercury makes 4 aspects between the 7th and the 10th. So the focus will be on doing your tasks, your obligations, getting things done. But there's also time when you need to keep an open mind, and you'll be able to speak your truth. Then on the 10th, after the 4th aspect, Mercury moves into Taurus. So this changes things slightly, because being in Aries, he was very fiery and quick-witted. In Taurus, he slows down a little bit, but it becomes more wary of things, and Mercury will operate more through the senses in Taurus, and a bit of focus on the more materialistic side. On the 12th, there's some help with the mundane and the structural side of life, as the Sun makes a positive aspect to Saturn. So you'll be able to get organised and get your tasks done. This will help to ground you from that Jupiter-Neptune fantasy aspect. And then on the 14th, we have Mars making an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith. Now normally this would be a great time to engage and follow your passions, but because these planets are both at 29 degrees, this is a point where they will be what we call anoretic, so their power will not be the same. And it's not a good time to make decisions, so it's best to stave off on this day until things have passed. Now, after this aspect, the Black Moon Lilith will move into your 4th house. This is the sign of Cancer. So this means that the Black Moon will reorganise, or will actually reshape the whole of your foundations. Now this could be your home, because the 4th house is related to the home, if you feel that this is your foundation in life. It could be a career, which is related to the 10th house, if you believe that your career is the very foundation of your life. But the foundations are going to be recreated, so there could be things that fall away so that new things can come on board. Mars is moving into Pisces, so he won't be as strong in Pisces, but in a few weeks he'll be in your sign of Aries, and this is where you'll really gain strength and power to achieve. On the 16th we have our first full moon of the astrological year, and it happens to be in your opposite sign of Libra. Now the last couple of weeks with the new moon in your sign, there's been a strong focus on you, your needs and what you need to do going forward. Now the emphasis will change now, and if you have a significant other in your life, then you need to focus on them. You need to balance your needs with their needs and work together as a team. You need to understand what companionship is. The pillars of a temple stand solid and hold up the temple, but there is still space between them, and this is what you need to work on. The other point is that this full moon is at 26 degrees of Libra, and this is a very powerful critical degree, so this will intensify this full moon, so there could be quite overwhelming feelings that you need to deal with. So it's very important to get that Libran balance into your life at this time. On the 17th we have Venus, Mercury and Uranus all coming together with aspects to create a very stimulating and exciting day. It's a time when you want to be with friends, go out, have fun, have a party, or even visit art galleries or go to the cinema or theatre. This is a day when you just need to chill out. It's a break from the mundane tasks that you've been having to do. And then on the 18th we have the Sun making a square to Pluto, but again, like Mars and the Black Moon, these two are at the end, they're at 29th degree just about, and so it's not a good day to make decisions. It's not a good day to tackle awkward things, so just go with the flow on this day and let it pass peacefully. On the 20th, the Sun is firmly now in Taurus in your second house, so the emphasis is amplified on the material side and the financial side of things. And it makes a positive aspect to the Black Moon Lilith, who's now in Cancer. So this is a fantastic time to explore your talents. This is a time when you can be unique and show what you can do. And it's a great time to interact with people and just be yourself. It's a very creative aspect as well. This is followed on the 21st by another creative aspect. That's when Juno moves into Pisces. And when Juno's in Pisces, this is a time of love and compassion. This is a time when soulmates meet. This is a time when, if you're in a relationship, you can combine your imagination and use your creativity together. And this could be a very exciting time, because Juno will eventually catch up and make aspects to Jupiter and Neptune as well. So we'll look out for that in the coming months. The end of the month is very, very positive for you, Aries. Between the 23rd and 27th, we have Mercury making a conjunction with the Moon's North Node in your second house. And they are aspected by Venus, who rules the second house. This is all about your finances, and there could be a door open or a new way forward that will help you to achieve what you want, the desires that you want in that area of finances. And the other aspect is between Venus making a conjunction to Neptune, and then they are aspected by Mercury in return. So this is good because the coming together of Venus and Neptune is very creative, but it's also linked to soulmates. Now it could be a soulmate across your path. Now this may not be a permanent relationship, it may be someone that just comes across your path and tells you something or points you in the right direction, or you could get an unconscious message that points you in the right direction. And then on the 29th we have a fantastic aspect, because Jupiter conjoins with a positive aspect to Pluto, and Pluto's in your 10th house. This is the house of career and destiny. So this is a time to remodel your career or remodel your destiny so that you can achieve the desires that you need. And with Venus and Mercury setting the stage, it's then up to Jupiter, the bringer of opportunities. This aspect lasts for 11 days, and this will put you in the right frame. On the 30th we have another major event happening. This is the second new moon in the month. Now this bears no astrological significance because it's in a different sign, but the pagans always used to say that this was a black moon, and this moon would be very good for performing rituals and magic. Now, the other thing about this new moon is that it's a partial solar eclipse. So this makes it very, very important. Now, this eclipse belongs to the 6th North series and is renowned for bringing up issues related to authority figures and actually taking authority and making commitments for the future. Now, this is in your 2nd house and it's conjunct Uranus, so there could be things that happen all of a sudden. This could be to do with your finances or your possessions, and things could move very, very quickly. So you need to be alert and ready for this. And if you do get the chance of a promotion or a chance to see some kind of authority, you need to do it with compassion and do it for the better good of everyone, not just yourself. And also, with it being in Taurus, it's a very materialistic, but it's a time to be bullish. It's a time to perhaps take the bull by the horns and take on those commitments and make them work for you. Thank you for tuning in. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, or if you'd like to leave a message, I'd be glad to hear from you.